Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So it's down to business here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
It's ruffled a few feathers, but chance for a shot! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil are already... It's Gerrard! Good first touch and almost as good a second.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And here's Mbappe, and this is Raul. He's shifting through the gears here. And that would have been some goal.
Raul just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
There's the header! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Raul. Oh, easy pickings there. Tries to pass it, goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Well, that is one way to stop him. And it's Gerrard. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bernardo Silva. And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko! He scores! Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Baresi kept his eye on it, and he's there. Good effort from distance.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms... He's got two! He's got a goal! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's...
Oh, that is asking for trouble. Big chance, must be! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
And he shoots! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Great challenge, time to perfection. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. The final seconds now. And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Those of you making their way home
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Arsenal are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Cleared without complication. Arsenal do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably...
It's Totti! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Roberto Carlos plays it short. Climbs up big! That's a half-decent try.
Shevchenko certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
And he's gone looking for safety. Can he get it through? Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. That has ended up in no man's land. Great vision. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Brazil have reclaimed it. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. Brazil finding their passes. He's had a shot! It's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Arsenal are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Just about within shooting range. And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
Distributed tidily. And he can clear it away. Passing nice and neat.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Picked out brilliant. Can he finish? Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that has been cleared. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Ronaldo is... Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Substitution for Brazil, number 4.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact. So a double change here, and both changes are offensive.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what system they'll be playing with now, Peter.
And that is that. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway.
Well, there's the impressive figure of Christian Vieri. What a left foot he has.
Yeah, quite a frame.
Yeah, possibly one of the last of the old-fashioned strikers. Big, powerful and direct. And a very tough opponent in the air. One of Italy's finest ever, I would say.
He's come in hard. And he's heaved it away. Just eases him off the ball. Thinks about the shot. Robertson. And it's made its way to him. He's having a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Shapes to shoot! Quite brilliant from Griezmann! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been...
It's a mighty effort! Goal! Arsenal! And they're back in front! Devoid of any complexity, but boy, was that certain.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
Arsenal go into the lead. And he can clear it away. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Vieri. Mbappe. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Guti. Raul. And it's Guti. Robertson. Cross from Robertson. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And the volley. Well, now it's a race for the ball. He'll try to keep it. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Caught offside that time. Raul. Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Kimmich. And it's Azar. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rodri. Now it's Mbappe. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Mbappe! Now, who's going to be first to this? Cafu gets good distance on it. And this is Griezmann. And that was nowhere near his best. Torres was only too happy to help. He's through and all alone!
2
What a
minutes
chance!
has been indicated.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rodri. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, that looks a decent ball. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
Just a quick request today for everyone
Caution
to
certainly
please
not on the
kindly
agenda
remove
here
any cars
from
parked
both sides.
on the road
Yeah,
outside
they're
the
ahead,
stadium.
Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that
Substitution in
two-goal
progress.
cushion early in the second half.
Arsenal are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Cruyff. And they're back on the ball again. Tries to play it through. And that could well leave a mark. And he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Great vision. Tries a shot! And yes, it's there! Once more they've done it! They just will not lie down!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Oh, super ball! He's been bundled over, that is a foul. The referee's come over, it's a red card. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Well, this looks promising. Messi! That is some save from Khan. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mbappe! He's been taken down, and the referee has pointed at the spot. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So having trailed, this to go ahead. And they've turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
You know, he would have been embarrassed had the keeper held his position then.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Cafu crosses it in. Bullish header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 16.
We have got
Rodri.
changes here from
Coming
both
on to
sides, in
replace
fact.
him is
This looks very much like a shoring up of the
27,
rear guard.
Look,
Silvestre.
only time will tell now
taking
if this
place.
is the right decision, but at least the manager hasn't dawdled. You know, he's reacted quickly, and it needed that.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Nice interception, well timed. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Just about up to 75 minutes. Oh, what has happened here? There's the shot! Oh, super goal! A finish of true class! And this is getting better and better. Well, how's that for a class finish? And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the...
And Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres? Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho. Arsenal really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
6 added minutes has been indicated.
Out to the right. Kimmich. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's had it nicked away. This could be their final throw of the dice.
It's make or break time now, and they're all headed for the penalty box.
Cruyff attempts a clearance. And that is it. The equaliser just wouldn't come. It is over. Arsenal illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Arsenal against Manchester United.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
And how he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. That's a sharp pass. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Luis Suarez. Now there's a fine ball. Pelé! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Manchester United with the corner, there first. And he can clear it away. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. He has found the way through.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Swings it across. That's a decent clearance. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Arsenal yet to have an attempt on goal. Look at the shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Manchester United are in front now, the game's only goal.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Danger averted for now. Great vision. Nesta has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. It's a good spell of possession, this. That's a lovely, neat pass. Looking to play him in.
Arsenal truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Well, we've seen that early. He used a certain sixth sense, and he's been shifted off it. Nicely shaped ball. And it's gone all the way through to the keeper.
This is the
There will
time
be
you need
1
that
minute
pace.
added time.
And the through ball. And Cruyff! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on
And a
after
quick
the break.
reminder today to please take
Yeah,
all
you don't
the
get any
outer
points
bins
for
located
stating
by
the obvious,
entrance
Peter, but
gates.
thankfully
Thank
this
you
is still
much
very
for your
savable.
cooperation.
Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If
Substitution
that
for
happens,
Arsenal.
it's a game changer.
Number 5, Robert Lewandowski.
That gets things
Coming
going
on
for the second
field
half.
is number 8.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's intervened well there. Guti is sporting a guilty look after that.
Ah, he made it look a bit predictable.
He's having a go! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Arsenal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Cruyff, Eto'o, big chance!
Manchester United are totally dominant in the middle of the park.
Can he finish? And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he's well positioned. Cruyff! So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
Manchester United appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition.
He's had a shot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Messi, and he's had it nicked away. Quality ball. Guti, while facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Great chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Well, that's well seen too. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That's really well manoeuvred. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one.
Arsenal are certainly now looking like a sorry lot. They haven't got a proper defence or attack, for that matter.
And here's Torres. And he shoots!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
It's a mighty effort! Just off target.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Maldini. Nicely aimed pass.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
A droll. Nicely weighted ball. That's that, the end. Arsenal perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Now it's Torres. That is good alertness. Well-timed, excellent interception. Conte. And here's Raul. Conte. And it's Serginho. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now he's off and running. Conte. And here's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. Ball driven towards the far post. It'll be a throw-in. Mbappe. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's onto this. Can he finish? They've done it! Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Maldini is there to clear. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Torres. Raul. Can he finish? Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. And here's Torres.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates...
Chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Rijkaard. Lovely pass, and he's had a hit! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating. It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Nice looking ball. Oh, good looking ball. Now it's Raul. Looking for the run, and that is expertly dealt with. That was very necessary. Ambitious ball here. The less said about that pass, the better. Out of play for a goal kick. And there is the half-time whistle. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Arsenal head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead.
Number 42, number
There's the start of the second half.
Mbappe. Coming on the
Arsenal
field,
really need to go
number
and
10.
grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
He's had a shot! And he hits the net! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Arsenal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That has been knocked clear. Goes for goal! That is a super hit, but it was always just off target.
Well, that was smashed with venom, violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. That's been drilled forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. And this is Torres. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Driving forward. Referee's given a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now they can spring out of defence. Rafinha receives it in a good position. Takes a shot! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Guti gets it away. Now it's Torres. Serginho. Rafinha. Quality ball. Now it's Pele. And he's only too happy to take that back. And it's Maldini. Now there's the clearance. Adams. It's a threatening ball.
Bale really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And this is Torres. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
And this is Bale. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Arsenal have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Rijkaard gathers from the goal kick. Mbappe. Knocks it into space. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Costa Curta with the clearance. It's a sharp pass. That's an imaginative pass. And that is as far as it goes. Arsenal can reflect on a job really well done. Superior tactical. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Arsenal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So we're up and running.
Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Torres. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's managed to gift it back. Cafu. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Torres. Nicely weighted ball. And he's picked out the run. Real chance! Goal! Arsenal! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Guardiola. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, well measured. He's through, now it's roll! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Couldn't squeeze it through. Guti. Oh, that's a key interception. Beckenbauer with the foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Beckenbauer. Oh, easy pickings there. Raul tries a shot! It's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
The goal scorer for Arsenal after 34 minutes is number 22, Raul!
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. And as you can see, we've already started here. Two tribes going toe-to-toe.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality, but there's a player out there.
Ekitike! And it's a goal! And the game springs instantly to life.
That's the perfect confidence boost they needed. Brilliant.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Raul. Guti. Oh, that was vital. Ekitike. That's a lovely, neat pass. Raul. Shot could be on. Decent shot! In he goes again. And yes, it's there! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
Arsenal grab the equaliser, and he shoots! Goal! Arsenal! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter.
Face to face, real chance! It's run loose. Oh, what has happened here? Cross goes in there. Baresi getting this one clear. Pirlo. Cafu. Lofted in. And he's heaved it away. Cafu got a long way forward to join the attack. Looking for the run. And he was alert to it. Ekitike, looking to play him in. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. He is through here. They've won a corner. And we have our very first corner. Rijkaard clears. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Bale. Rijkaard. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's a nicely shaped ball. Pirlo. Mbappe. That has been slung wide.
2 added minutes
Dealt
has
with
been
nicely by
indicated.
the defence. And the first 45 minutes are up. Arsenal come roaring back in quite some style. We've got a very different game now. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Well, it has been confrontational, combative, competitive. Everything you'd expect from Dom. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Arsenal take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Oh, Red, nice interception. And this is Torres. Pirlo. Looking for options for movement. Oh, good take in a good area. He's had a shot! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ekitike really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Climbs up big! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Chelsea have their third corner. Punched away. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Tries to play it through. Bale. And it's Bale! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Substitutions taking place.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Rijkaard can get it clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has not gone well. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Guti. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Raul. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And this is Raul.
Raul really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And it's Bale. Raul. Now it's Torres. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Guti. Guti aims beyond the defence. Tries a shot! And that would have been game, set and match.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Chance for a shot! Lacking in accuracy. Guti is there and he can pick it up. Pirlo really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence and it looks like whatever it takes.
4
Passes
added
coming
minutes
off
has
in
been
quick
indicated.
succession here. Fernando Torres. Not the most accurate pass. And this is Eto'o. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Chiellini win. And time is up. Arsenal have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already
Arsenal
palpable.
Against Barcelona.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle and here we go.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man.
He gets big! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Schneider providing an outlet on that flank. Great vision. Guti is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And this is Eto. Chance here to counter. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. Now can he find a finish? And it's Robertson.
Oh, really well played.
Cross flung in towards the middle. Oh, easy pickings there. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Robertson, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. That's been slipped through. Oh, can he get onto this? Well, clearly he didn't mean it that way, and he is as disappointed as anyone.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Costa Curta. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Eto. Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Oh, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Deco. To Messi. Deco. Maldini gets across to intercept that. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
No, that's been intercepted. Has a look and place it forward. Looking for options for movement. Deco. Messi. And this is Eto. Guti. Rodri. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's big chance! And that's it for the first half. A breathless ending. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And the game has already resumed here. So neither side has yet broken through. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Raul. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. And here's Ibrahimovic.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being...
And Torres! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Now it's Mbappe. And it's Robertson. Robertson going full tilt down the left. That has been knocked clear. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Still waiting for the game to take off here. 0-0.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
He went for the curler.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Raul. Schneider. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Ibrahimovic. Barcelona finding their passes. Messi. That's a decent chance! No mistake! Finally the breakthrough!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produce something out of nothing there. A few sets.
Terrific header! Should have equalised.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rijkaard. Schneider can so cleverly bypass the press. Eto'o gets into some space. Eto'o! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that. Yeah, we get to see this more and more. Defenders popping up in these positions. Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Played it, gets his head on it! It's in! They have stolen level at the last! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Fernando Torres. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. He's got away. No, it's come to nothing. That's that, the end. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way. Well, there was a time when Hungary ruled world football, inspired by the mighty Magyars, a team that went 32 games unbeaten, which was something quite unheard of in those days, and leading their front line was a man known as the Galloping Major.
Ferenc Puskás, a man who boasted a strike rate greater than a goal a game, and this is a career which spanned nigh on 800 games. Incredible, quite incredible.
Absolutely so, described as beyond world class, a player from the land of dreams. What will Hungary's greatest ever magician have up his sleeve today?
Lots.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Not the most accurate pass. Can he get on the end of this? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Seedorf. That's really well manoeuvred. Look at the space. And Puskás! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Torres. Now it's Puskás. And he's managed to get free. Drive. Puskás! Superb from Puskás! A finish right from the top draw. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Barcelona are in front now, the game's only goal.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
It's a searching pass. Now there's a fine ball. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Rosicki. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Fernando Torres. Mbappe. Strong running down that left flank. Referee's given a throw.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Knocks it into space. He can get that clear. And he's there to retrieve it. Guardiola. Looking for the run. Now it's Raul.
There will be 1 minute added time.
He's only too happy to take that back. And it's made its way to him. And there is the half-time whistle. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because, in truth, they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, good-looking ball. It's a promising position. Guti could try cutting inside. Big header! Sticks it away! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Terrific header. He met that. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. Arsenal really could have done without this. Dealing with the pressure. Goal! Barcelona! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Played into the middle. Ferdinand gets it clear. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
And the keeper's... And he's had a hit! It's in! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Terrible error, duly punished.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Seedorf threads one in. An uncompromising challenge. That's going to go a long way. Rosicki dealt with nicely by the defence. He is through here. It's Fernand. Chance for a shot! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He rises! Oh, should have put that away. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Torres. He's a sharp little ball here. He's come in hard. Shot, surely! It's off target and by quite a way.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's in! Late in the day! This could well be it! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Barcelona take what looks to be a decisive lead.
Well, look, Peter, I feel I've got to stress that there's still time for another, so we can't be too presumptuous yet.
And here's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Delivers the ball. Brahim Diaz, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Deep into stoppage time. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Arsenal were involved in a great game here. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello, everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome
kick
to
off.
today's
The
match.
excitement already palpable.
Against Arsenal.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So it's away we go then.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
Pirlo is strong enough. Aimed beyond the defence. Mbappe receives it in a wide position. Can he latch on to this? Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, neither defence has had a wake-up call yet, because neither attack has turned up.
Now it's Torres. Big chance! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this.
Big header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
He's away! He's through here. Torres looks to get on the end of this. Rodri. And that's put paid to a promising move. Adams cuts out the pass. Engages and forces him off the ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cafu clears. There's the shot! And he comes up trumps again.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. No, no way through. And here's Torres. Nicely weighted ball. He's in plenty of space here. Torres might just make this. Guti. Now it's Torres. Cafu. Great vision. Great ball, and he's in here. He's having a shot! Marvellous goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Oh, shooting chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Real chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
Arsenal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. Oh, he's been caught napping! Messi. Now it's Neymar. Gets a good foot in there. Guardiola. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. Now the ball in. Can he stop it going out? And here's the chance to counter. Team still separated by the game's only goal. Incoming to... There's the header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that's another good win of the ball. Cafu. Can he get on the end of this? Neymar is someone who's always looking to catch the eye with his trickery. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And it's Messi.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
Mbappe, he's shifting through the gears here. Deep cross. Oh, it's hit the post.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Shevchenko. Cafu gets it clear. Milan have got it back and they'll have another go. Can he get it through? Chance here to counter.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Not much time now for anything fresh to happen, I think. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal have held on. They have dogged... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie.
Hello,
The
everybody,
fans have pulled
welcome
out
to
all the
today's
stops to
match.
make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And we're underway. Guardiola, a key player here, and not just for tactical reasons. This is his 400th appearance for the club.
Oh, what a feat, Peter. This really does speak volumes about how much he dedicates himself and keeps himself in top condition for every one of those match days. He's a shining example for anybody with aspirations like that.
Foot in. Mbappe. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? The cross comes in, and he's there to clear it. First quarter of an hour gone. Opportunity for Arsenal to break. Beckenbauer going vertical. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And he cuts out the supply.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
He's away! Danger averted for now. And it's Griezmann. Looking to play him in. And that has left him in a heap. And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. Rijkaard. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, super ball. And Torres! Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Arsenal presented with a golden opportunity here to get them off and running. And he's buried it! 1-0. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's straight offside. And it's Fernando Torres. And this is Raul. He's got away. Cafu. And he lines up a cross.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Darren Fletcher.
Mbappe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Cafu. Oh, that's superb. And there's the whistle for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, I don't mind admitting I wasn't expecting that. Still, I'm not complaining about a very good match with a surprising scoreline. Just don't ask me for a prediction, please.
Arsenal having to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage and it's time for them to use it.
Rijkaard tries to clear. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. That's a decent clearance. Torres! That is decidedly lacking.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Looking for options, for movement. Cafu. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Robertson. Robertson got a long way forward to join the attack. That's really well manoeuvred. Pele. Now there's a fine ball.
Cerezo Ozaka really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitution on the field. Number 4, number 20, Mbappe. Number 18.
Half an hour gone in the second half.
Coming on the field, number 8, Darwin Núñez.
Cerezo Ozaka really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Raúl. Substitution in progress.
And the shot! Moved on forwards. And here's Stoichkov. Arsenal still ahead by the game's only goal. Deep cross. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Oh, what's he done? And this is Torres. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Darren Fletcher. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Now it's Darwin, pinches it off him.
Cerezo Ozaka really don't have a choice now. They
indicated.
just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Now it's Batistuta. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the
Hello,
promise
everybody,
of a
and
match that
welcome
will
to
really
today's
get the
match.
juices flowing.
Arsenal
I'm
against
Peter
Japan.
Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Jim, which player is best? And a chance! That was probably asking just too much.
You can never be too safe with someone like him around. They got away with that.
Great vision. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he is slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Timber. Bullet. Turns back here, probably the best option. Mbappe. Robertson. Mbappe going full steam ahead down the left flank. Gattuso is there to clear. Great defending, strong and determined. Looking for a runner. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Now it's Mbappe. Shoots! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really...
He's going for goal! Cafu. Early ball out from the back. Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Rodri goes on a charge down the left. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Nicely shaped ball. He's picked his way through. And he's heaved it away and claimed it back swiftly. Timber. Plays a sharp little ball here. Robertson with the clearance. And it's Beckham, played out towards the right wing. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Looking for the run, and the through ball. He's found a way through. Played in deep.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's a decent clearance. And that'll be the final action of the first half. And it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. How to review the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Substitutions taking place.
Arsenal go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Arsenal carrying a one-goal lead. Big chance! He scores! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now. Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolutely...
Bullish header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Elise, oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. That's the keeper's ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
Arsenal really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
And it's Fernando Torres. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And Dijk deals with that comfortably. Can he get on the end of this? In towards the back stick. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. And he was quick to react. Beckham. Ambitious ball here. And he cuts out the supply. Cafu. And here's Torres. Great ball, and he's in here. Looking to play him in. Oh, it's Batistuta. Oh, that's fabulous. Batistuta!
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
And here's Vieri. Oh, good ball. He's having a go. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Arsenal have it back and can go again.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Up he goes! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And again! Oh, that wasn't far away. Desperate defending required here. And it's been taken short.
Has been indicated.
Did tidily. Nice control. It's gone for a throw-in. And here's Elise. So that's it. It is all over. A draw, and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like
welcome
that.
to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy.
Against
This certainly
Arsenal.
matters. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Well, there is concern on the faces of the players standing around him here. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Cafu. Tries to play it through. Ball driven towards the far post. Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it, and I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Picked out brilliantly. Cafu. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He rises! Goal! Arsenal! A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front.
Well, I'd remind...
And the finish! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking.
Guti! Gorgeous from Guti! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Arsenal find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
That's really well manoeuvred. 15 minutes till half-time. Looking for options for movement. And they're quick to press. Can he finish? They've done it! It could be a lifeline! Two more needed! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage, he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute, it's in the back of the net.
Decent chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Arsenal grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. Now it's Luis Suarez. Suarez proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, well played. And he was quick to get it clear again.
3 minutes at a time.
Real chance! It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
Look, the standout moment of the first half was obviously the own goal, but the current scoreline more than makes up for it.
Arsenal leading by 2 in an incredible contest. It is still anyone's. And the game has already resumed here. Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Robertson is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Guti. No, that's been intercepted. Messi. Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. And this is Raul. There's no... goes for the shot! Well, that is commitment to the cause. Well, the opening goal did come from a corner. Now then. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that interception was most... He's having a hit! Tries to pass it through. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Raul. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Raul looking understandably energised after his goal. And that's not going to reach. Messi. White. Oh, good spread. He's picked his way through. Cleared without complication. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Tchouaméni. Milan finding their passes. Now it's Mbappe. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's found a way past. Shot could be off. Shoots! And that would have been game, set and match.
You could tell he wanted that too. Still, at least he could smile about it, seeing as they're a couple of goals up.
Substitution for Milan. Number 10.
So,
Messi.
third corner of the game.
Number 21. Number 18. Olise.
Big header!
Number 22.
Harmlessly
Xavi
behind.
Simons. Number 15. Tchouaméni. Coming on the field. Number 23. Ronaldinho. Number 97. Aubameyang. Number 19. Yamal. Number
That's a
24.
cute ball.
Nico Williams. Number 7. Mbappe.
And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Tries to pass it through. And he's certainly on. He's had a shot! They've scored!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So, a breakthrough already. And he's managed to get free. Showing Torres! What about that from Fernando Torres? A finish of true class. And they're at it again in double quick time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
And Torres! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Milan have the chance to go the other way. Mbappe, looking to play him in. Now it's Torres. Guti, and this is Raul. Rijkaard, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And here's Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Big chance! And he hits the net. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Pele, and it's Pedri. Milan looking to pass. Mbappe! Robertson attempts a clearance. Great vision. Milan have it back and can... Oh, the whistle's gone. What's he given? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff! It's a goal! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And yes, it's him again. This has become one superb chance.
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Milan go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. And we are up to the break.
Oh, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Here we go again.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And Torres! Oh, the ball's run loose here. It's a goal kick. Pele can see things others simply cannot. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, well played.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Pedri. No way through. Raul. Pele at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. Passing is crisp and sharp. Guardiola is there to clear. Nice sequence of passes this. Goes for a shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Big header! No, not the best of headers.
Arsenal may only be 1 behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Oh, no joy this time.
Arsenal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Raul! A ripper from Raul! One more for his glittering collection! He's got himself an absolute peach. It's level again. What a match we have.
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Tries a shot! Goal! Milan! And they're back in front. He does it all with an air of efficiency and simplicity.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can come into it, and it didn't.
Milan get themselves into the lead.
Look, he's...
And the finish! And that could have brought them level.
Guti really wanted that, didn't he? Probably a little too much, to be honest.
Substitution for Milan, number 23.
Corner number 2 then.
Johan Cruyff. Number 8, Pedri. Number 17, Puskás. Coming on the field, number 15, Raul. Number 6.
Not quite sure who got the final touch, but it will be
number
another
21,
corner.
Bebeto. Substitutions taking
So,
place.
third corner of the game.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it. Milan nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
And this is Bebeto.
There will be
Goes
5
long
minutes
and
added
straight.
time.
Bellingham. Looking for the run. Picked out brilliantly. It's roll! Goal! They have stolen level at the last. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just...
So that's it. It is all over. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Against Japan.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
Gilberto Silva's role will be extremely important here, Peter. He'll be tasked with tracking back and shadowing key players, usually the centre-forward, cutting out the opponent's preferred supply route.
And forcing them to play in a way that they didn't want to.
Exactly, which leads to errors, which leads to chances for his team.
Gives it back.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's a sharp pass. Guardiola producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. And it's Nedved. Nedved going face to...
Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
No, that's been easily repelled. The ball has bounced loose now. Bergomi. Japan finding their passes.
Crunching tackle.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking to play him in. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So much time. Shot, surely! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Guti's cross. Cleared away. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Has a look and plays it forward. This looks promising. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Guti. Now it's Guti. Cross flung in towards the middle. Arsenal do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Cafu. Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. Cafu plays it in. That's a decent clearance. He's gone for goal! Pirlo. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he cuts out the supply. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. And after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. And we are already promptly back underway. So the first half brought no goals.
Platini really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Nedved can see things others simply cannot. He's having a shot! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
And it's Michel Platini. Can he get on the end of this? He's onside! Mbappe! Oh, the ball's come loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rodri did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. He is through here. Great chance! Oh, it's come off the upright.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Just about up to 75 minutes. He's being urged to shoot. Cleared without complication. No, again there's no way through. And the shot's on here. Can he finish? A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. That's gone route one.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Great vision. Now it's Torres. Looking for options for movement.
Arsenal really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Pirlo. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Raul. Aimed beyond the defence. He has a look up.
There will be
Chance
one
for a
more.
shot! He's got a goal! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Fair share of momentum shifts. Highly entertaining until the very end. Fernando Torres taking in the
Please turn your
accolades, having been
attention to the
named man of the
screen for
match,
information
and
provided by
deservedly
the
so. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I think the fact that this guy, Saliba's starting, I think that indicates, Peter, you're looking to play out from the back, and he's shown to be very confident and comfortable on the ball when it comes to moving it forward. He'll see a lot of the ball, and sometimes he'll go direct from back to front.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim. And he's managed to get rid. Mbappe looking to get on the end of this. He's picked his way through. And they're quick to get it back. It's Raul! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 14.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Number 6, Rijkaard.
And he's taking no chances there. And now a sudden chance to counter. Cafu cuts it out. Threads one in. That's really well manoeuvred. And here's Raul. Raul! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Raul really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Out to the right. Crosses it in here.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Played up towards the front line. And he's intervened well there. Oh, this looks sharp. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Raul. Cafu. Now it's Guti. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, that's a key interception.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Now there's a fine ball. Cruyff, of course, a dribbler of outlandish ability. Oh, that's fabulous. And he's there to make the challenge. That's been drilled forward. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
There will be 1 minute
That's
at
an
a time.
imaginative pass. He's in plenty of space here. And that should get the job done. There's the whistle for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. We're already back up and running after half-time.
Arsenal have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's...
Shapes to shoot! Marvellous goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory. He's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Cruyff demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Barcelona have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stuck.
And he's had a hit! Oh, how good is he! That is a gem! An absolute gem! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent, the way he cut...
There's the shot! He scores! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Cruyff goes short. And now they can... He's going for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Corner number 2, then. They've played it short. Guardiola gets good distance on it. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Has a shot! That is delicious! About as smooth as it gets. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
And he's picked it up out wide. There's the delivery. Khan claims it. Safe hands. Well, they've got it again. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gets to show off his quick feet. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
6 added minutes has been indicated.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Oh, that's a booking. Always looked it. Cruyff considers his options. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Nice control. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul.
Well, the ref's been lenient here.
I doubt he'll get too many more chances. So what can they conjure from this one?
And this the perfect opportunity to create a cushion between them.
Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target.
Looking to play him in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
And they've got rid. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of...